problem was consistency.
Chaotic.
It wasn't capability. The guys were all very good at what they did, but they all did it in very different ways. I'm Will Theakston. I'm a 6th generation of family member working for Theakstons. Current role at the moment is managing the sales team. When I joined, we had team members with 20, 30 years of experience, but similarly, guys in the team who are young, little sales experience. And so our first kind of problem was that the guys had different habits, different manners of reporting, different ways of identifying gaps. Inevitably, when you have guys on the sales team who have been doing it for 20, 30 years, their habits are put it in a black book, keep it all locked away in your head. But in doing so, when they either moved on, changed roles, or had brought somebody new in, that experience, that knowledge was lost. What we wanted to try and do was ensure that we weren't losing that and that we were forever building on the knowledge and experience of the team.
Chaotic. That's all I used, was either an Excel spreadsheet or my notebook and pen. It was unorganized, to say the best.
What attracted us to Bowimi was the ability to give the sales team a structural way of reporting back that was intuitive, easy to do. It would allow us to identify gaps both at the individual level and at the management level.
First day, I had my training session on how to use it, and then they kind of said, best thing that you can do is to explore. So that's what I did. I started going in and looking at the map, clicking on different accounts. It's very self-explanatory. You open the app and everything's there for you. Now, honestly, I don't think I could do my job without it. I'm so reliant on it. For me personally, it eliminates the fact that I don't have to hold all that information up here. I use Bowimi to plan my routes, and even though I know where I'm going for the day, I might not know all the details of every account. I might need to look at what they ordered last time, or maybe they've changed managers recently, or Will or another team member may have had some kind of communication with them. They can put notes in there, so when I log in, I can say, oh, somebody did something while I was on holiday. Every single time I park my car and before I walk into an account, I read through my notes, get well acquainted. One of the most impressive things is when I walk into any account and I go, oh, hi, David or Janet, and they're going, wow, you remembered my name. I'm going, yeah, I'm good like that. Sometimes it can be really distracting when a customer's talking to a salesperson and we're going, yes, yes, and writing things down. It's a little bit easier if you just want to put the text to speak and you just put the phone down because it just records. So they still feel like they're getting my full attention, but I am doing my part in taking the information that I need from them. All those notes are recorded in the survey, so as soon as I'm finished talking to them, I hit submit and that's me done. It makes my life a lot easier. And the tasks. Every time I talk to an account, they need a sample, drop-off sample, do this, do that, send an email. So that way when I get home, I don't have to look through my notes to go, what do I need to do now? Who do I need to email? Who do I need to contact? Saves a lot of time, genuinely hours.
We've had some people retire, we've grown the team in the last couple of years, and in doing so, we've been able to hand over accounts quickly, efficiently, with all the detail, which has really, really helped the team just pick up from where they left off. So there's no kind of gap, or the gap whereby new salespeople are getting to know their area has been shortened significantly.
We just brought in 2 new team members, and I just said to them, look, first thing you need to do, look at your area, look at the accounts on there. I've recorded every note under the sun. If you still have a question, reach out to me. I haven't had many questions.
I think Theakstons are very different in the sense that we've got salespeople that are 71. Naturally, people assume that it's going to be the older generation that are probably going to struggle with it. But actually, the member I mentioned actually was one of the first and the quickest person to adapt to it. He went very quiet, just dug his head into it, and paid a lot of attention. And the next thing you know, he's telling me how to do things, which is great. Which is honestly, that as far as I'm concerned, is a success.
Oh yeah, 11 out of 10, easy. Like I said, I've used other CRM systems and I've tried to maintain my own note-taking with like Excel spreadsheets, and I find Bowimi to be the easiest to use, the most straightforward to use. Yeah, I would highly recommend it to anybody.